No,
What is
he's
wrong
an
with you,
asshole.
man?
Say it
What is
again.
wrong with you?
He threatened
What
me
is
the
wrong
whole
with
way back here. Say it again. Say it again.
Please,
Say it
let
again.
me close my
I'm
eyes.
recording him on purpose. I'm recording you on purpose. You threatened me the whole way home. Yeah. Go. Go. Got your license plate, motherfucker.
Everybody and welcome. This is the Coffee with Jay. I hope you guys are doing great. Now please do kindly consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't done so already. I promise you you're gonna love it here, and also make sure to please press your like buttons. Now that we've heard Anele Mdoda's side of the story of the Uber driver altercation, the Uber driver has felt it only right that he comes out and tells his side of the story to Maphephandaba. This is what he said. Good morning, admin. I'm the Uber driver involved in the altercation with the lady at the Rockefeller Hotel. Please, I would like to clear my side of the story with you so you can get clarity about the whole truth instead of the lies that were told. I don't have the social media influence like she does, hence the reason she capitalized in using her influence to tarnish my reputation. However, I believe so much in karma that what goes around comes back around. I don't know what the admin said, but he says again, thank you, admin. What happened on that day was she requested me from Souk Long Street to the Rockefeller Hotels, which was 7 minutes and some seconds drive away. I picked her up and started driving. 5 minutes into the trip, I heard a bang on my window like a stone was thrown to it, and in shock, I asked what was that, and she immediately apologized and said she mistakenly hit the window with her ring on her finger. So I said okay. Few seconds after, I noticed she was rolling down my window back and forth and trying to lay falling on the back seat. That prompted me to ask her if she was okay. Her response was yes, I'm fine, and said another word after that, either I'm just tipsy or just sleepy, which I didn't understand exact phrase at the time. That's the exact thing she said. I asked her, do you mean you are sleepy or tipsy? That was all I said. That made her fled up out of character and started yelling, don't talk to me. What did the Uber rules says? What did the Uber rules says? Repeatedly, mind you. So please guys forgive me, I think there's a whole lot of errors. Mind you, this is me trying to know if she was okay, because at that point I was starting to get worried. She continued yelling. At that time we were less than 2 minutes away to a destination approaching Cubana foreshore, so I told her to please stop yelling at me, that I had the right to stop and ask her out of the car if she was going to continue yelling at me. That I didn't see what I did wrong to make her say all she has been saying to me. That was all I said, and then minded my business of getting her to the destination, which is about a minute away at the time, not knowing she was already recording me from behind. Few seconds to Rockefeller, she said, hello, I'm on Instagram live. I'm just making this video to make sure that I get to my hotel safe. That was when I realized she was recording, but I didn't care to say anything about her recording. So we arrived at Rockefeller. She spent few more seconds in the car after I'd ended the trip. Eventually, she came down and left my door opened, stretching her hands from outside of the car to put the camera in my face. So I pushed her hands away and said, please don't record me, and asked her to please close my door, which she refused. So I begged the securities that were there while she was shouting and yelling to please help close my door so I could drive away from the drama. Knew there was a police sparky with cops inside right there, which if they saw that I was doing something wrong, they would have gotten involved, but they didn't see the need because it was just her yelling and screaming, go back to your fucking country. When nobody helped to close the door, I put my car on D and I drove so she closed eventually. 2 minutes later, I came back to the Rockefeller just to explain the ordeal to the security and even said I'd like to see her and ask her what I really did wrong, but they told me maybe she was already resting and told me to come back in the morning, only for me to be getting calls and chats from 3 a.m. I am trending on Twitter till now. This is exactly what happened on that day. I have never felt this helpless in my life before. I have lived in this beautiful country and Cape Town since 2013, and no woman would come out and say I violated them either verbally or physically all through these years. I'm a peaceful and quiet person. I usually don't talk to my riders except if you initiated the conversation, and I don't know how to talk too much. And anybody that knows me personally knows this about me. I have never trended for anything in this country, but doing it for falsehood is painful and hurtful. I pray one day this happens to someone she loves and they will be helpless just like I am now. Thank you, admin. This is exactly why it's important to have two sides of the story. And now we have Anele's side, the driver's side, and the truth. And nobody will ever know what exactly happened on this day. But I'm glad that at least this guy has gotten the chance to say his piece other than to hear a one-sided story. But either way, I still feel like it's not safe for us as women in the Ubers or Bolt. We've heard a lot of stories about very frightening things happening to women, and men always think that since we're helpless and we obviously are not as strong as them, they'll just do whatever. I never felt safe behind an Uber or Bolt because you just can never know what the other person is thinking, which makes it so much better not to speak at times. It really is better not to speak and just to get to your destination and mind your business, because when you guys start talking, that's when you realize that no, this is very cringy. This person is a total stranger and I really have no business talking to them in one way or the other. Now, Anele said that she prefers that people stop talking about this because the case is already with the police. And well, I guess we'll hear how it's gonna go from here onwards. But this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you press your like buttons, your notification bells, and I'll catch you guys on my next upload.